We are in Tierpark Berlin, in former Eastern Berlin, and this is the Alfred Brehm house with immediately a king cobra greeting at us. It was built in 1963 and then mainly as a carnivore, a big cat's house. Now in 2020 it is reopened, and here we see a large terrarium for the clouded leopard. Very, very nice. This is for the mangrove snake. Und wir machen sofort weiter bei die Fiji iguanas together with Asian tortoises, Manauria emis, and see how it looked before 2020. So all a great improvement. We saw a large amount of nice terrariums. This is one of my favorite lizards, the blue speckled tree monitor, and they were quite active. They only live on the island of Batanta for the coast of West New Guinea. Very beautiful tree monitors. And then here we see a terrarium with emerald skink. We did see one ahead, and also what we didn't see, the Gunther's triangle frog, Cornifer gunteri, and also the Solomon Island skink, Corucia zebrata. The latter one is quite big, and that one we found easily. We will see it here, and that is quite popular last years in the zoo world. And then we go on to the next terrarium. This is for Tokay, nocturnal, of course, this gecko, so we didn't see it, and the blood python. Very nice to see a beautiful blood python in the corner. Here we see a couple of green tree pythons together with a white-lipped tree frog. Vittoria infrafrenata. We breed them in Hoyerswerda a lot too, or have bred them. At the moment they are pretty old, and we got new ones from Berlin actually. This is the Goodfellows tree kangaroo, and they can climb very well, but they cannot jump like other kangaroos do. It is my favorite kangaroo species, so very nice to see them. But even more special was that the species from the rainforest of New Guinea, they have an outside enclosure, and that is a walkthrough. So how special is that? But unfortunately, I didn't see one single tree kangaroo. Also the dusky parmelan, also in the same look how it was before. Yeah. So a good change for this house. Also the dusky parmelans were not to be seen outside. Also the tiger enclosures, Sumatran tigers, they changed quite a lot, and they are excellent swimmers thanks to their webbed toes. And this is the outside enclosure for the Sumatran tigers. Not so green, but it was quite early in the year. Then we see some smaller terrariums every here and there. And this big one on the other side is for binturong with Malayan sun bear. The whole house, also this is dedicated to Southeast Asia, and these come from the rainforest. The binturongs eating small animals and fruits. It's not a bear, but a civet cat animal. They have a prehensile tail. Nice combination. And here we have a terrarium with the black-breasted leaf turtle, Geomida spengleri, that did we see. And what we didn't see, unfortunately, we did see it, the Tonkin buck-eyed frog. I thought we would not see it, but we see one later on. And also the Chinese crocodile lizard was hiding very well, and we didn't see it. So here is the Tonkin buck-eyed frog. Another species on my wish list, was the mandarin red snake, Euprepiophis mandarinus. In the past it used to be simply Elaphe mandarina. And then this terrarium we see the elongated tortoise together with the Malayan horned frog, but the latter one is so well camouflaged that we didn't see it, but the tortoise was quite easy. Then next terrarium we see the beauty red snake that is now called Ortriophis tenuris, in the past Elaphe tenura, together with another species on my wish list, that is Mullendorf's red snake. I had never seen one alive either. And also Zoe's box turtle would be in that terrarium. Then in this terrarium there is the black tree monitor, Varanus beccari, and there it is, well hidden behind some wood. This mist is falling down on the Mangshang pit viper, Protobothrops mangshangnensis, and there is another one over there in that corner. So some poisonous snakes they have as well. And this is for the bear cuscus, which lives especially on Sulawesi, Ailurops ursinus. But this here is the northern tree shrew, a tupaya, and is kept together with the Burmese star tortoise, Geogolone platinota, also a very nice combination. Then it is time to go into the little tropical hall in the middle of this Alfred Brehm house. We see here the Sclater's crowned pigeon with a reddish breast. They have a pair of those. And a little bit further we see two females of the western crowned pigeon with the blue breast. So it's very special to see these two species next to each other. You might think they might hybridize someday, but apparently the pair is not there and the pairs are formed and whatever. So very special to see the difference between those two species from New Guinea, which can be over 2 kilograms heavy. They eat fruits and seeds and insects. In the middle there is this area with the false gharial with several turtle species. I will tell more about that later. And here we see the list of tropical birds, but also the lesser conchil in there, the lesser mouse there, and some flying foxes as well. So here again the area for the false gharial, and they are kept together with the painted terrapin, Batagor borneoensis, and also with elongated tortoise and Asian leaf turtle. So you can see they are not very big yet, they are middle-sized. In Amsterdam Zoo I work together with a 4-meter long male and a little bit smaller female, so they can grow a little bit more. The whole building and also this area is dedicated to Southeast Asia, so also here the deco is from Asia. This nice little bird here is the Palawan peacock pheasant, and here we see the crested partridge, also rule called. And the green one here is the female and the male is a lot darker. Here again we see the Sclater's crown pigeon, and they are very tame. Don't step on them. So I put my foot next to them, but you shouldn't hunt them. No? Just enjoy them in peace. And then they enjoy you too. So we saw a couple of other birds, but by far not all species. We did hear a lot more species. So we enjoyed the nice walk. We can also go up. You can see that later on. And more plants were flowering. So that will really be a nice greenhouse. There's another pigeon over here. And later on we can also see a small terrarium with the file-eared tree frog, Polypedatus otilophus. So here we go up. It is very nice to walk between the tree tops, and it's also very interesting. You can see the birds on eye level, something like that. So I hope you get a good impression of the good work the colleagues did in Tierpark Berlin. It has become a very nice decorated house where the animals feel well and they will thrive well as well. So if you like the video, then please see me at the next Zoo Wild YouTube. Bye bye.